Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. And we start on the calendar. We're going to come back here against Darmstadt and Paderborn with the transfer window, with the transfer window in the middle. We've had mid-term pre-season. If we have a look at the schedule and the fixtures, pre-season in the middle of the year has been okay. 2 draws, 2 wins. Basically, just getting a lot of fitness into some of the guys' legs. And 2 games coming up against Darmstadt and Paderborn. Darmstadt are 6th, and Paderborn are 11th. So, 2 teams. Darmstadt probably the tougher of the 2 teams, but. It's going to be a tough test either way we go about it. Haven't made any signings at the minute in the January transfer window. I don't feel like we need too much. I've been looking around for the free market for potentially signings for next season, and we'll see what happens in the next kind of couple of days in this save. If someone comes in for a big money move, then we might do something, but possibly not. But let's get straight into this. Let's get straight into this episode, and let's get straight into the first match against Darmstadt. This is going to be the team that goes up against Darmstadt. Muller in goal, Pierre Gabriel, Kylian, Belkaya, and Klassen on the back line. Goujon and Bay in the middle because Matt Grimes is suspended. He got sent off the last game of the season against St. Pauli. He actually lost that 1-0. So St. Pauli doing the double over us this season, and all in all, not a great performance against St. Pauli. So Bayern and Goujon in the middle of the midfield. Coutinho on that right hand side, Pilkington on the left hand side, and Harrop in behind Clough. Gomez is coming back from injury, as is Weber as well. Bongiovanni got injured just before this game against Darmstadt, and Mausberger again, he's also injured, but he's probably not going to be in the squad too much this season, just because his stats are ever so declining ever so slightly now. 2.5-star current ability. So yeah, we're going to have to look for the future with regards to central defence. But that's the team. Let's get into it, and hopefully a positive performance against Darmstadt. I like Kemp gets the ball in, and they shoot and they score. Wilson Kamavuka has scored from the corner 3 minutes into the game, and Kemp gets this ball in. No one picking up the man, just peeling off the front post there, and Kamavuka gets the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 to Darmstadt. Kemp again going to get that ball into the back post, and they almost try and get it in that far post, but they couldn't turn it round for a shot on goal, and we're not looking too good at the minute. That's going to see us through to half time. Dominated possession, but they've had a lot of the first half. We're going to get aggressive with the guys. Expect to see a lot more from you. Harrop has picked up an injury, so we're going to bring Gomez on. So not going to risk Harrop too much in this one. Clough not having a great game. Coutinho not having a great game either. So a couple of changes we could make there. But let's get out in the second half and hopefully come out with a positive result. I'll take a draw at the minute. Muller now from a goal kick just after the break, and we get the ball out to Kylian, and it's just going to take his time. It goes into Goujon in the middle of the park, and we're building up relatively slowly, actually, to be fair. Not the tempo that I want. And by now, with the ball at his feet, goes out to Pierre Gabriel, and good patient possession football here from Munich. And now Coutinho going to run down that right hand side, gets a I was going to say get across him, but no, that was a shot from Coutinho, and it goes over. 25 minutes to go. We've got Brewster, Gomez and Morano on, and we push Clough back as the attacking midfielder. Hopefully we can get something from this game. We're going to demand more, and we're going to up the tempo and the passing directiveness, plus we're going to go attacking for the final 15 minutes. Hopefully we can come out with something, and Klassen throw the ball in and no one's got hold of it, and Bay goes for a tackle, and they get the ball again. Holscheld into Kemper on that left-hand side, into Saran Bazy, and he's going to go down the right-hand side, into Polter. Polter back to Holscheld, and into Polter again. They're keeping the ball really well. Our Darmstadt out to Jones on this left-hand side. Can he get the ball? And he can. Belkaya does really well, but only gets as far as Holscheld, and that is off the bar, and Muller gets the ball in his hands. Kemper with a free kick, and it's very, very wide. We've not played well at all in this game. First game back after the break. Clough now corner, trying to get the ball into the near post. Falls to Klassen on this left hand side. Back out to Clough, into Gomez. Gomez now been tackled by Kemp, and Kylian's going to pick up this ball. Is it going to be another attack for Munich? Goujon back to Klassen. Lovely little 1-2. Back to back to Goujon again. Clough in the mix, out to Pierre Gabriel. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. It's a wayward cross. Gomez is there and he squeezes it in. Very lucky goal for Munich, and a mix up between Sirigu and the goalkeeper out the back of the goal for Darmstadt. Let's see it in 3D. Goujon, lovely spread of the play to Pierre Gabriel. He hoists this cross in, and keeper and Sirigu getting each other's way. Gomez there to tap it home. One apiece. Kemp now with a free kick. He was close earlier, and this time it's gone straight in, straight after we'd scored his second goal of the season, Tobias Kemp, and it's 2-1 to Darmstadt now. Brewster on this right hand side goes back to Pierre Gabriel, whips the ball in. Clough picking up that ball. Can he go for goal this time? Yes, he can, but Fernandez gathers that really, really comfortably. Final 10 seconds now, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 defeat to Darmstadt. First game back after the winter break, and the full-time whistle has gone. There it is. Darmstadt 2, Munich 1. Very disappointing defeat for us. We just didn't play anywhere near what we need to, and Darmstadt well and truly took us to the cleaners. We came back in it, but they scored a minute afterwards. Not great concentration at the back, and yeah, we're going to go into the game against Paderborn. We need a win there, and I'm going to get aggressive and say not happy with that result. So disappointing defeat there against Darmstadt, but we've got the transfer window to come and that game against Paderborn. We win against Paderborn, we'll stay in and around those promotion places. But here we go. Last day of the transfer window. Will anything happen? So transfer deadline day today. We are going to take part. We'll have a look and see what the biggest deals are at the minute of this January transfer window. No, he's going to be... Brody's going to be in and around the first team for this season. Not too bad there. Transfer deadline day in the making. Let's see the transfers in Bundesliga 2. So here we go. These are the current dealings in this transfer window. Actually, Hamburg sold Fettiart for 16.75 million. He's gone to Borussia Mönchengladbach. So they've lost one of their massive players. The player that's probably scoring all of their goals. Any other big sales gone out? Nuremberg have lost Noll, 4.5 million. Keanu Staud has gone for 2.6 million. Marissa Kone, 1.9 million. Harvard Nilsson for 1 million from Dusseldorf. And yeah, we are one of the only few teams that actually haven't gone for anybody at the minute. Let's have a look at the net worth. So Kaun, Paderborn and us are the only teams that haven't done anything in this window. So let's see what happens in the next few hours. So transfer deadline day has been and gone. These are the biggest transfers from Bundesliga 2. Said Arp out for 16.75 million. Rick van Dongel out for another one from Hamburg. Hamburg have been raided by some clubs. So he's gone out to PSV for 5.75 million, and Janicic, he's gone out to Freiburg for 4.3 million. So Hamburg been depleted in this January transfer window. So really be really interesting to see how they get on in the league. So we've made two free transfers in this January transfer window. The first one, Williams Velasquez on a free from Watford. A good young central defender, great mentals, really good physicals and heading, marking and tackling in the right area to be trained and to get better in the next few years. So Williams Velasquez will be coming in. He will be replacing Mausberger because his contract ends at the end of this season and he won't be getting a new one from myself. And then Martin Samuelsson. So Totino is here on loan from Napoli, so he's going to have to go back. And Martin Samuelsson going to come in on a free transfer from West Ham. He can play as a winger, but he can also play as that advanced playmaker as well. So really, really versatile. Trying to not do too many loans going into the next season and see if we can bring our own players in and train them. Plus, we've got a lot of good youth prospects coming through in the under-19s, which I'll show you when we get the next youth update in around March time. So about a month's time. So that'll be kind of a couple of episodes away. But those are the two free transfers that we've brought in. Now let's get into this second game today against Paderborn, and it's away from home again, so 2 away games to start back after the winter break. So this is the lineup against Paderborn. Paderborn, one of those teams in the season preview that are going to be in and around us towards the end of the season. So very important game for us. This is going to be the lineup. Muller in goal, Pierre Gabriel, Kylian Bakaya and Klaassen on the back line. Goujon and Grimes in the middle, so Grimes comes back in after his suspension. Coutinho on the right, Pilkington on the left. Gomez in behind Zach Clough on the bench. Weber, Egbo, Labourget, Mbaye, Grellinger, Brewster and Morano. all on the bench if they need to come on. Let's get into this one. Hopefully we get 3 points from today's game. So first half, highlightless. Not in the greatest of form at the minute. Say you haven't won in a couple of games in the league. Dominated by Paderborn in the first half, 6 shots to our 2, and possession really, really even. But going to get into the dressing room. Just going to calmly say, you've been unlucky so far today. Hopefully the second half is going to give us a little bit more than the first half, because that first half was absolutely dreadful. Clough, Pilkington, Gomez, all playing really, really horribly. So probably the 3 players that are going to come off if we need to make a change. First highlight of the entire game, and Coutinho got the ball at his feet, goes back to Pierre Gabriel, and we find Gomez in that pocket of space between defence and attack, and lovely ball through to Zach Clough. He tries to chip the goalkeeper, and that was an amazing opportunity to go 1-0 up, but great ball through from Angel Gomez. Hour mark gone, 3 changes made. Brewster, Grellinger and Mbai all come on for Goujon, Pilkington and Clough, and hopefully a little bit of fresh legs gives us a little bit more impetus in this second half. And that is it. A ball draw comes to a close. Really, really disappointing 2 games today. A loss against Darmstadt and a draw away from home against Paderborn. And going to get into the team talk here and just say far from pleased what I've seen in that game. And we're really going to have to pick ourselves up and go again in these next few games. But 34 points on the board. We only need 6 to be safe as such in this first season in the Bundesliga too. 4 points off the automatic places, but we've got Darmstadt and Dynamo Dresden and Dusseldorf all closing down on us in that 3rd spot. So as you can see here, no wins in 2 in the league, and we've got Kiel and Duisburg to come next. That'll be the next episode. We're just going to roll on from this one. Kiel and Duisburg are going to be the next 2 opponents in the next episode. But that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do drop in a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out any more content coming forward. Remember, tick that little bell icon. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, a new series will start, and it's a mystery. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure that bell is ticked so you're notified when that goes live. It'll go live 12 o'clock on Saturday, and I'll explain a little bit more when that kicks in. But until next time, when we bring you Kiel and Duisburg, I'll see you soon.